Hi, my name is Steve Kuchin. I'm a holistic health practitioner here in San Diego, California, and I'm really excited today to share with you our new product called the PCN Light, the Cellulation PCN Light. First, I'd like to do a little bit of housekeeping. The statements made in this presentation have not been evaluated by the FDA. Nothing on this presentation should be construed as diagnosing, prescribing, or treating disease. It is presented for education only. We must legally warn you that if you're ill, have any disease, are pregnant or nursing, you should consult your medical doctor before attempting any natural or herbal program. Now, I'd really like to get into what we have in relation to our PCN Light. Our PCN Light uses photobiomodulation, and it has a proprietary Policosanol frequency along with the 630 nanometer, 660 nanometer, 850 nanometer, and 940 nanometer frequencies. All these frequencies have been shown to reduce pain and help injured tissue and move towards homeostasis by stimulating mitochondrial activity. Healthy mitochondria create healthy cells and help to create a healthy body. So we have 5 frequencies in our laser. Now, the Policosanol frequency, I want to talk to you more about that right now. Policosanol is a generic term for a long mixture of long-chain fatty acids, and it comes from plant waxes, sources, sugarcane, beeswax, grasses, and leaves. It is similar to phytosterols. And what is this? Plant sterols is like a plant cholesterol that are used in order to make the actual walls of the cell membrane. And therefore, consumption of this polycosanol molecule have been proven with many clinical trials to have improved cholesterol and fat metabolism. If one goes to PubMed.gov and put Policosanol in a search box, one will come up with hundreds of studies having to do Policosanol. I just picked 2 here. In the Policosanol group, total cholesterol and triglyceride levels were reduced up to 20 and 14% respectively, and HDL level was elevated 1.3-fold compared to that in week 0. Also, another study in Policosanol supplementation significantly improves blood pressure among adults. Now, as I said earlier, Policosanol can be derived from cane sugar. A little bit of history. This is a person who is manually crushing cane sugar by hand in order to extract the wonder of Policosanol juices that come in cane sugar. One interesting note is that these elephants eating the cane sugar have these huge molars that crush the cane sugar and extract the Policosanol into their bodies. And look how strong elephants are. Now, if one wants to go back 5,600 years, this is a temple that was built that long ago, and people put jaggery, which is raw sugar, into the pond. Now, this pond, the people use this pond. It tastes quite sweet if you actually drink the liquid. And this pond is used to treating all kinds of different ailments of the body. And also people bathe in this pond. So this Policosanol has been used for centuries and is proven to work. Now, if you go to the marketplace, you'll find a lot of Policosanol products. But the nanometer size of these Policosanol products will be around 200. Our Policosanol product is in the particle size of 52 to 58. Now, our frequencies lie in the visible band, as you can see where the eye can see, and also in infrared band. There could be many problems in the body, throughout the body, in the hips, shoulders, back, knees, and the root cause of this problem is inflammation. And in this case, this person has osteoarthritis because what happens is the cartilage becomes eroded, and then it gets smaller and smaller. Eventually, it becomes bone on bone, and it's very painful. Now, let's go back to PubMed.gov, and let's take a look at some of the clinical trials having to do with the frequencies that we use in our PCN laser. First of all, Policosanol. It says it's titled, A New Treatment for Cardiovascular Disease. The consumption of Policosanol decreases several risk factors having to do with cardiovascular disease by decreasing LDL oxidation, that's bad cholesterol, platelet aggregation, that means your platelets, when it gets sticky, your blood doesn't flow as well. Endothelial damage. Endothelial tissue is the surface lining of your arterial walls, for example. Now, let's take a look at the next study. This has to do with chronic low back pain. And what was the result? after treatment, there were statistically significant improvements in pain severity, patients' and physicians' global assessment, and range of motion. That means how well they could move. Now here's another study using the 630 nanometer. Increases in cell proliferation and decreases in cell apoptosis, that means cell death, were very evident. They showed a significant increase in mRNA expression of osteocalcin. So this increasing of osteocalcin, let's take a look at what osteocalcin does for the body. Well, number one, it helps the pancreas. Your insulin is increased, the amount of insulin it produces. The B cell proliferation. Now also osteocalcin produces in the brain increase in neurotransmitter production like dopamine and serotonin. In the muscle, insulin sensitivity is increased, so thereby the muscle can use sugar in your bloodstream much better. Now also osteocalcin helps the reduction of fatty tissues, adipose tissues. So in the testes, testosterone is increased. As you can see, the use of the 630 nanometer frequency helps osteocalcin to be increased in your bloodstream and thus helps the rest of the body work much better. Now we have a study with the 940 nanometer, and this study was done for facial skin tightening. Now, physicians found after an assessment, they showed significant improvement in the laxity scale at 1 and 6 months after treatment. So this would be for anybody who's interested in getting a youthful, younger looking face or skin. Well folks, it's been a pleasure to present the PCN Light to you. I think this is going to make a dramatic difference in people's lives. And I thank you for your time. God bless.